Asha Hernandez, and my daughter is Kalia White. She was born at 24 weeks.
When was she supposed to be born?
August 31st of 2014. She was born May 15th, 2014.
And what are some of her issues?
Currently, she has hydrocephalus, which means the cerebral spinal fluid around her brain is gathering. Well, her brain is not correctly absorbing the cerebral spinal fluid, so it's just gathering into the ventricles, and it swells up in her head. So they have to put a shunt in, which is a device that drains the fluid into the abdomen from her head, and the abdominal cavity would then absorb it. And she's currently having complications with that, but she's being treated. She has acid reflux, she has aspiration issues, she has chronic lung disease, clonus, which is a joint disorder, she has cerebral palsy. What else? She had an umbilical hernia, which was repaired. She had a couple of heart issues, but those were fixed.
When she was born, where did she go?
She went straight to the NICU, which is the neonatal intensive care unit. There she was put into an incubator, and they put her on a ventilator. She was 1 pound 6 ounces, 11 inches long. She was jaundiced, so she was put under an ultraviolet light. It was pretty neat. They could create moisture into the incubator to make it feel like she was still in the womb. So that's where she was.
How long was she in there?
She was there from May 15th to September 16th, so 4 months and a day.
What are some of the things you go through as a parent of a preemie?
Definitely have to keep them healthy, so you go to a lot of doctor's appointments. You got to make sure they get their medications on time every single day at the same time. You have to make sure you wash your hands on a constant basis. You have to make sure, she's getting her formula the right way. As far as going back to the aspiration issues, her formula has to be thickened, so you have to put a certain amount of rice cereal, oatmeal cereal per ounce, and things like that. So you have to be accurate with the things you do with your child, and make sure you're aware of what's going on around you environment-wise, with the germs, the diseases, and make sure you keep up with immunizations and things like that.
When she was born?
Yes, especially when you have 2 kids and one of them is healthy. It's only hard when she gets sick. When she gets sick and she has to spend time at the hospital, and your other child is at home, and they go to 2 different daycares and things like that. But it's not that hard. Otherwise, it's just when it comes to being healthy, like I said.
How do you take being a preemie parent?
You kind of learn as you go. At first, you're in denial. You don't know what to do. It's kind of like, why did this happen, or why me? You go through all the phases, but then you kind of adjust. It's not more of a day-by-day thing. It's more hour by hour, especially when you have such a child born at such a small, weight, and she's medically fragile, so it's like a roller coaster. You never know what's going to happen.
Do you fear for your baby sometimes?
Every day. You never, like I said, I never know what's gonna happen with her. Like, she was healthy on Monday, Tuesday she's having emergency surgery. So I fear for my child's life all the time, but you can't really, you have to be there for your child. You can't show your fear. You gotta let them know to be strong. Show them how to be strong.
Does she have a lot of appointments she has to go to?
Yes, she does have a lot of appointments. There was a point where we were going to the doctor maybe 3 to 4 times a week. She does have physical therapies and things like that, but her daycare, she goes to a medical daycare for children. So they help out with physical therapy, speech therapy, occupational therapy, things like that. So that makes it a little bit easier, but all her appointments are always in the same place.